Today I had this urge to make a video while tucking my children in, and when I returned to the living room and wanted to start making the video, I just recognized that I couldn't make the video in the living room because I would wake up the children again. So I took my camera out here at the back of my car, and it's a good picture of where I am in my life right now. That there's a lot of things that I want, but I'm also faced with a lot of constraints in the real world. And I'm sure that a lot of you have experienced the same things. It has been a while since I made the last video, and a lot have happened since. Right now, I am on a sick leave of absence from work due to stress, and it's a weird situation to be in because the months leading up to the sick leave, I knew that this work situation was not sustainable, that I was not thriving, that I was doing harm to myself. But I couldn't imagine what I would do otherwise. I couldn't figure out another way. And a lot of things were good on the job. And I actually don't blame the job, but I just tried to accept what I was dealing with, and I was just trying to adapt and move forward until I just couldn't move anymore, and I broke down. And it's not the first time, it's the third time actually, but it's 10 years ago the last time, so it's kind of it's tough to experience it again and again, and I really want to avoid doing it a fourth time. And I am recovering, and I am kind of getting ready to get back. But the thing is that I still don't have the answer. I still don't know what to do differently, or what else to do. So I'm kind of moving back to the same situation that brought me here. And it's kind of weird knowing what to do, but being unable to do it. What I really want is to do my own thing, to have my own company, to make my own money on my own terms. And I have been building towards that for a long time, for most of my life. But I just haven't succeeded yet. And I'm in a place right now where I have a lot of responsibilities. I have 3 children and a house and a wife and a car and all that. So there are a lot of obligations. I need to earn a lot of money each month. And building something on the side just takes a while. So it's not something that I can just do from one month to the next. But I am in this sort of in-between place where what I have built actually has some weight to it, has something going on. But I'm not sure if it's quite enough to do all the heavy lifting. I'm standing like right on the edge. There is a part of me that thinks that if given enough time, without any pressure, I would definitely figure it out. I would get something up and running if I could spend all my energy on it. But that's just not how reality is right now. In a normal work setting, you are required to work for a certain amount of hours each week, and you have to produce something each week, and it's very steady. There's no ebbs and flows. There are no all in for a couple of weeks and then wind back a little bit the next weeks. It's just constant delivery, and I'm just not sure that my system is built that way. I also think that when I work, I can produce high quality work, but I also exert a lot of energy. So my tank is empty a lot faster than what I experience from the people around me. When I was studying, I was able to get very good grades with very little amount of time. But in that situation, the demands were very transparent. It was easy to me to figure out what I needed to do to perform, and I could easily evaluate. So if I put in a certain amount of hours and did a certain amount of work, I went to the exams and I got a result, and I could see if I needed to do a bit more or do a bit less, or I was just right. But in the workplace, it's very different. It's hard for me to evaluate if I'm doing it good enough, and there's always more tasks, more deadlines, more struggles, and there are a lot of context switches and a lot of deadlines and a lot of urgent matters that needs to be taken care of. And I'm very long-term thinking, and I have invested in a lot of years, and it has affected my thinking a lot. And I really love the thing that when you invest, you compound. So when you invest money, your money works for you, and the money you earn will earn money, and it compounds over time. And that means that for each dollar I invest, my life will get just a little bit easier the next time, the next month, or the next year. But my work right now is different than that. Every morning I go to work, I reset the clock and starts from the beginning, like like in Groundhog Day or in the Sisyphus myth. There's not a lot of compounding going on, and that's actually what interested me about YouTube or other forms of platforms to create content. It's that you can perform some work now and you build something up that can work for you, that can grow in value, that you don't have to start over each day, that when you have a lot of energy one day, you can do something, put some work out there, and then you have it for the rest of your life, and you have like a building block that you can build upon. I hope that this video hasn't been too discouraging. I didn't really have a deeper message that I wanted to get out there. I just wanted to share what I'm going through and what I'm dealing with, and I want to share my perspective right now, because often I see videos from other creators who are building something, who are succeeding on YouTube or succeeding with building digital products. And they're talking about like just going for it and just keep building, and that's very, I think that's very true, and it's a good idea, but I can just, personally for me, my energy and my time are just very constrained and limited. I don't have endless time and energy to build and to pave the new way. And with my obligations, I kind of have to keep going through the motions, keep going through the work, even though I know it's not ideal. So if there are anyone else out there who are facing the same as me, at least I hope that you can get some solace from knowing that you're not alone, and that there are other people out there who are trying hard, and that you are okay if you are not there yet, if you are still on your way, and you're not a failure for being an employee. I know that. I know what a paycheck can do. I know that sometimes you just need to get the meat on the table to provide for your family. And sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. And maybe someday you are at another place. On the workplace, the competition can be very difficult, and the demands from the job can be great. But I can also see that being a creator is also tough, and the competition is also great there, because you are just one voice out of a million. You are just one person doing something, and there are a lot of other people trying to do the same, and you can be uncertain yourself and not really knowing what it is you want to do or want to say, but you just know that you want to create something,